A lot of parents have been asking about our bullying policy, and that's completely valid with all this nonsense and craziness that is going on in society today that, quite frankly, I never thought that we would ever see or endure. And so I had to spend a lot of time praying about this. And so, quite frankly, I'm just going to be very blunt. And if this hurts your feelings or you don't like what I have to say, then I guess you get your answer that our school is definitely not for you. And so, as I'm thinking about this, I could say, oh yeah, we have a zero tolerance for bullying policy. Everybody says that. That doesn't mean that it happens. And so I'm going to come up with a few things. One, I have been a teacher for 18 years. And I have seen kids act a fool for one teacher or even their parents and be in my classroom and be completely different. Kids rise to whatever standards you set. And consistency, now that's the key. Are we consistent in our rules and our policies? And do we hold them accountable? So what is our policy? Well, students, staff, and parents are all held accountable. In fact, we have such a policy that if there are too many issues that surround around gossip or bullying, especially from the parents, then your child will be asked not to come back, and so will you. If your child can't learn to behave themselves, now valid, they have been exposed to all this nonsense, and we have to undo that, and that's fine. I'm more than prepared for that, and we can, right? We can undo negatively learned behavior, and that is something that we actually are completely prepared to do when school starts. But it's not going to be allowed, it's not going to be accepted, and it's your child, and ultimately you're responsible for them. My kids went through it, and it's not going to happen. From parents, teachers, and staff. And, parents, students, and staff. And so I just wanted to be very blunt about it and very open about my feelings on it. We're going to have our challenges, that happens, but I want an open relationship with you guys and to be able to work through those. A lot of times these kids, they're not going to have tools. So we're going to have to teach them strategies and tools and mechanisms on how not to be bullied. And I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with it. I don't understand why the education system did away with it years ago. It doesn't make sense. Character development is important, but understanding their own feelings, their own emotions, and how to handle it. So ultimately,